We're back inside today because it's a wee bit too hot to read outside today. So I'm going to read you a naughty little sister story. And this is called My Naughty Little Sister Shows Off. I'm sure you would never show off or be so silly. Do you like climbing? My naughty little sister used to like climbing very much indeed. She climbed up fences and on chairs and down ditches and round railings, and my mother used to say, "One day that child will fall and hurt herself." But our father said, "Oh, she'll be all right if she's careful." And my little sister was careful. She didn't want to hurt herself. She climbed on easy things, and when she knew she had gone far enough, she always came down again, slowly, slowly, carefully, carefully, one foot down, the other foot down, just like that. My little sister was so careful about climbing that our father nailed a piece of wood onto our front gate so that she would have something to stand on when she wanted to look over it. There was a tree by the gate, and father put an iron handle onto the tree to help her hold on tight. Wasn't he a kind daddy? There's a little picture. So there's the little bit of wood that she could stand on, and there's the handle on the tree so that she could stand and look over the gate really safely. Well now, one day my naughty little sister went down to the front gate because she thought it would be nice to see all the people going by. She climbed up carefully, carefully like a good girl. She held on to the iron handle and she watched all the people going down the street. First, the postman came along. He said, "Hello, monkey." And that made her laugh. She said, "Hello, postman. Have you got any letters for this house?" And the postman said, "Not today, I'm afraid, monkey." My little sister laughed again because the postman had called her monkey, but she remembered to hold on tight. Then Mr. Coco Jones went by on his bicycle. Mr. Coco said, "Don't fall," and he ting-a-linged his bicycle bell at her. "Be very careful," said Mr. Coco Jones, and ting-a-ling, said Mr. Jones's bicycle bell. My naughty little sister said, I won't fall, Mr. Coco, I'm sensible." And Mr. Coco ting-a-linged his bell again and called, "Goodbye." My naughty little sister waved to Mr. Coco. She waved very carefully. She didn't lean forward to see him going round the corner or anything silly like that. No, she was most careful. She was careful when the nice baker came with the bread. She climbed down carefully, carefully to let him in. She was careful when cars went by. She held tight and stood very still. She saw a steamroller and a rag and bone man, and she held very tightly indeed. Then my naughty little sister saw her friend Bad Harry coming down the road, and she forgot to be sensible. She began to show off. My little sister shouted, "Harry, Harry, look at me! I'm on the gate, Harry!" Bad Harry did look at her because she called in such a loud voice, "Look at me!" like that. Then my silly little sister stood on one leg only, just because she wanted Bad Harry to think that she was a clever girl. That made Bad Harry laugh, so my little sister showed off again. She stood on the other leg only, and then she let go of the tree and waved her arms. And then she fell right off the gate. Bump! She fell down and bumped her head. Oh dear, her head did hurt, and my poor little sister cried and cried. Bad Harry cried too, and my mother came hurrying out of the house to see what had happened. Our mother said, don't cry, baby," in a kind, kind voice. "Don't cry, baby dear," she said, and she picked up my little sister and took her indoors, and Bad Harry followed them. They were still crying and crying, and they cried so much that my mother gave them each a sugar lump to suck. They stopped crying because they found that they couldn't cry and suck at the same time. Then our mother looked at my little sister's poor head. What a nasty bruise, our mother said. I think I had better put something on it for you, and you must be a good brave girl while I do it. My little sister was a good brave girl too. She held Bad Harry's hand very tight, and she shut her eyes while mother put some stingy stuff out of a bottle onto her poor head. Our mother did it very quickly, and my brave sister didn't fidget, and she didn't cry. Wasn't she good? When our mother had finished, she gave my little sister and her friend Bad Harry an apple each, and they went into the garden to play. They had a lovely time playing in the garden. First they picked dandelions and put them in the water tub for boats. Then they played hide and seek among the cabbages. Then they made a little house under the apple tree. Then they found some blue chalk and drew funny old men on the tool shed door. And my little sister forgot all about her poor sore head. Then our father came home and saw my naughty little sister playing in the garden. He said, "Hello, old lady, have you been in the wars?" And my little sister was so surprised because she had forgotten all about falling off the gate. Father said, "You have got a nasty lump on top." So my little sister thought she would go indoors and look at her nasty lump. She climbed up onto a chair to look at herself in the mirror on the kitchen wall, and she saw that there was a big bump on her forehead. It was all yellowy greeny. Our mother said, "Climbing again. I should think you would have enough of your climbing for one day." My little sister looked at the big bump in the mirror, and then she climbed down from the chair, carefully, carefully. She climbed down very carefully indeed, and do you know what she said? She said, "I like climbing very much, but I don't like falling down, and I certainly don't like nasty bumps on my head, so I don't think I will be a showing off girl anymore." There's a little picture of mother with my little sister on her knee, fixing her head, putting the special medicine on her head, and there's that naughty Harry. So I hope you don't show off like my naughty little sister tried to do when she saw her friend coming, and I hope you're always careful. Well, I hope you enjoy that sunshine, and I'll see you tomorrow for another story. Bye bye.